Make sure and use MEXC. Go to the VIP link in the description. You get half price trading fees. By far, this is the best exchange there is. You got 2,000 altcoins you can trade. Leverage trading on here is cheaper than anywhere else. I want to thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution. We talk about everything crypto almost daily. Jump in right into the market today in crypto. Wow. Not just Bitcoin, but Binance. You guys, I'm sure have heard the news, but we're going to elaborate on it in ways that you didn't know. So Bitcoin 12-hour chart. So you've been in this rising channel. 68% chance of this breaks to the downside. Hasn't broken lower yet. If it does, feasibly, there'd be a ton of buyers down here at 31,800. You'd probably catch bids at 33,000. A lot of people miss this move. We're going to talk about something very similar to what happened as far as Binance goes with something happened last cycle with BitMEX and the similarities and what happened with the price of Bitcoin taking off afterwards. So this is a very important video to watch all the way to the end. I've got some amazing shout outs to give in my trading group right now. Black Friday deal. $730, you get 15 months. It's way less than $2 a day. You can join the leverage group if you want to be a short-term trader. We can get you up to speed, no problem. If you want to make, just holds and long-term holds and moonbag picks, and like the best part of this market is coming. So what? Today we had a small pullback. Guess what? That's going to happen all the time, right? So this person, George, shout out to him. He hit $100,000. He started with $8,000. This person, he doubled his trading account in the last 3 months, and he just paid $10,000 worth of bills. Legend, he said. This person made $4,200 in 24 hours just on longs. This person, shout out to Harry, he quit work 2 weeks ago. And that's what this is about. Like working for the man. When you're tired of working for the man, going to work, making somebody else rich, I'm telling you, learn to trade this market. Your life will change forever. It's not about the money. It's about the freedom to do what you want the rest of your life. All you have to do is email me, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com, and we can get you in the group immediately, get you start making money in this market. A lot of people missed quite a few of these moves in crypto. And it's important to understand that half the time you're going to be sleeping. But we had a crazy run up. So you weren't sleeping for weeks. And so I'm going to teach you some ideas on how to, number one, not to market buy. Number two, how to use Bitcoin dominance to know when to long the market, when to short the market. Or this is very important information. I'm going to cover it and I'm going to make it easy. And I need to know from you guys, is this what you want to see? Like I can cover news all day. I can post gem pick setups all day. Like what is it that you need, right? What is it that's going to help you the most? The one thing about YouTube that's problematic is I make the videos once a day. And so if I post gem picks, like there's, like today, obviously the market is uneasy. So there's better days than others, but the most important thing is like, tell me what you want in the comments so I can give you guys the content that you need. Because I'm telling you, the biggest financial opportunity of your lifetime is right in front of you. This life-changing money happens quickly. Now, we know about Binance. The Binance fine was ridiculous. It was like $4 billion. CZ has to pay. Down here, U.S. government seeks over $4 billion from Binance to end the criminal case. Guess what? If you have money, poof, it's gone. There's some stipulations in this and whatnot, but like he could potentially still own a majority stake of Binance. And some people are saying that, hey, BlackRock is behind this. Who knows? Like conspiracy theory. But $4 billion, let's look at how many other big, and again, banks do this all the time, like money laundering, all this shenanigans. Bank of America one time got hit for $30 billion. JP Morgan Chase, have you heard of that before? $13 billion. There's BNP Paribas money laundering, 8.9 billion. Deutsche Bank, 7.2 billion. Goldman Sachs, heard of that before? 5.4 billion. Way more than the 4 billion out of Binance. Credit Suisse, 5 billion, right? But this is the 7th largest fine ever in the history of compliance fines. It happens all the time in the banking system. Like banks do it and they just pay a fine, slap on the wrist, and just move forward. And so the idea is CZ steps down, but this has happened before. But if you look at this, back in 2020, end of, right before Bitcoin took off and went parabolic, Arthur Hayes, he left BitMEX. He was on the run for a little bit, same exact similar situation. He left BitMEX and Bitcoin took off. So Bitcoin ran from about 18,000 to $54,000 right after BitMEX CEO left, right? And so now CZ is stepping down. He's pleading guilty. He can still own majority stake. That's the last news I heard. It's been constantly changing, right? And then here we are. So I mean, do we get a pullback and then parabolic run up? Do we get a deep pullback and then parabolic run up? The Bitcoin halving is coming. Like, it's pre-programmed. Bitcoin is going to get a spot ETF. And I've got some crazy news where Grayscale recently met with the SEC on a spot ETF. We're going to get a spot ETF, and this whole market is going to explode. Every market cycle that I've been in, it's always been something different, and there's been different altcoins, and you used to have ICOs, and then IDOs, and then there's always been these different narratives, right? And this just is the changing of the guard, right? So CZ stepping down. He's got to go to court in Seattle. Probably not going to do any prison time. If you think about this market, we're trying to solve the matrix. And a lot of people are like, well, Chris, what are you talking about, the matrix? This is a journey where all we have to do at the core and idea is we need to, if we're longing, we're trading regular, all we need to do is find the green coins. And you find the coins that turn green faster, you make more money and you're more profitable faster, right? The herd, they buy news and news catalysts, which is fine, but you want to buy before. As soon as the news is announced, it's going to happen in 20 days. You want to buy as soon as it's announced, because then you're going to get a run up, and you're going to see this all the time. And then when the news happens, there's more profit in the run up than there is at the mainnet launch. It's going to sell off. People are going to take profits. Traders take profits, right? You're trading against the elite. So remember that all the new money that's coming in this market, they're not even here yet. They're going to fall in love with these projects. They can't let it go. They're not going to take profits. Yeah, they're going to ride to the top. They're going to make exponential gains, and then they're going to ride it to the bottom. They're not going to take profits. So if you buy fear, when you're scared to buy and you have this gut-wrenching feeling, like that is, you got to counter trade your emotions, right? Sell greed, right? This market, let's face it, it's been ridiculous. And you should have been taking profits on the way up, like we always talk about, right? When your friends, when I have people hit me up and they're like, dude, I made this much money, I made this much money, I know to start taking profits, If you have somebody call you and say, hey, aren't you in Bitcoin? Don't you know about Bitcoin? Can you help me get in Bitcoin? Time to take profits, right? Because that hype it'll drive the market, but there's a point where it gets so over FOMO'd that traders take profits. And so just understand that this is player versus player. Remember, you're trying to take everybody else's money before they take yours, right? ride the uptrends. That's the easy money, right? But then you have to know, hey, when this thing is going to break down, and I'm going to show you one of the key factors that changed my life forever when I understood this idea. So Bitcoin dominance, when this thing is trending higher, right? As long as Bitcoin is moving higher, it's going to drag the altcoins higher. But when Bitcoin is moving sideways and this thing is dumping, this is an oscillator. It moves from 0% to 100%. Right now, 52% of the coins that are held, circulating supply, are Bitcoin. And now this is increasing. So what does that mean? People are selling altcoins and buying Bitcoin. People are buying more Bitcoin than altcoins, right? Because this is increasing, right? When this thing runs up to 70%, which it will, and then we get the altcoin season and you make the easiest money ever, and it's coming, and I have it plotted and drawn out, everything specified for you, you will make ridiculous amounts of money. So don't feel like, oh, I missed this, I missed that. You shoulda, coulda, woulda yourself to depression if you get mad about missing moves in this market, right? So just understand, you've got to use Bitcoin dominance and understand these ideas. Now, this is big. The SEC met with Grayscale for the spot Bitcoin ETF listing. So a memo came out, and Grayscale Investments met with the SEC. They continued to seek approval to convert its Grayscale Bitcoin Trust into a spot Bitcoin exchange traded fund, right? So in the memo, they met on Monday with the SEC. They discussed matters concerning shares of the product. Also, they were discussing the New York Stock Exchange ARCA Inc.'s proposed rule change to list the trade shares of the Bitcoin Trust under the New York Stock Exchange ARCA rule 8.201-E. I won't bore you with the details, but they wouldn't be having these meetings if something wasn't going to happen. Bitcoin is going to get a spot ETF, and all the big money is going to come in, and Bitcoin's going to act like an altcoin. It's going to run up to crazy numbers. And then when it moves sideways, you get easy altcoin trading. And that's where you have to jump into the altcoins. Because what whales do is they ride Bitcoin higher. And then when Bitcoin is boring, so that they maximize their returns, because this is cyclical. Like, this happens. I mean, just think about how many years we've been waiting for this to happen. And so they want to make the most out of it. And so what they're doing, what they will do, whales in general, they'll ride Bitcoin higher, and then when it moves sideways, they'll start jumping into these altcoins, and you see these altcoins start taking off crazy, right? And then finally, we'll have an altcoin season where Bitcoin dominance, and I'll show you previously, when Bitcoin dominance just gets crushed like it did right here. Bitcoin dominance got crushed. This is a crazy altcoin season. All the money was flowing into altcoins because it was 45% of the market was Bitcoin, and then 40%, 39% of the market was Bitcoin. If you guys like the content that I provide on a daily basis, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment in the comment box. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.